Recently, a bunch of Nordic walkers went on a long hike. And on that hike, they bumped into the king of Nordic walking, Marco Cantoneva. Marco is responsible for bringing Nordic walking to the world. And as he sat down and outlined various techniques to these walkers, he said, take out your complete guide to Nordic walking and also your freedom passport. And those of the walkers who had these items took them out. But one person only had a deck of cards. So he laid them out. And Marco said, why have you brought these cards here? Put them away. And he took them in front of the Nordic walking police. And there the boy told his story. You see, sir, when I see the one or the ace, I think there is but one fitness activity in the world, Nordic walking. And I also think of that ace instructor, Ian Northcott, a legend. And when I see the two, I think of two poles and how important two poles are for balance when you're doing your activity. When I see the three, I think of gears 1, 2 and 3. And when I lay down the 4, I think of that mythical fourth gear that nobody really knows what the hell it is. And when I see the 5, I think of the 5 instructors, Ian, Elaine, Malcolm, Claire and Carolyn, true legends in their own right. But I also think of Lynn and her 500 miles last year, 500 Nordic miles for socks and chocks. Well done, Lynn. And of course, when I see the 6, I think of the maximum number of people we've ever had on a speed walk. And when I see the 7, I think of 700 miles. That's how far you have to walk off one of the bacon sandwiches from Clint. And when I see the 8, I think of the 8-lap time trial at the Ryland Centre. Coming up soon, book on. And when I see the 9, I think of the 90 miles that Tracy walked in 24 hours at the Cotswold 24. Go Tracy. And when I see 10, I think of the number of puddings there were to every person at the Christmas do. And when I see the jack, I think of the jack required to jack up Marie from the floor at speed during indoor circuits. And when I see the Queen, I think of the 2 queens from last year's pantomime, Dave and Gordon, Davina and Godano. And when I see the King, I think of the king of Nordic walking groups, Mercian Nordic walking. And when I count up the cards in a pack, I count 52. That's the number of clients we take with us when we go on our day trips up to Derbyshire and places like that. And when I count up the number of spots on my deck of cards, I find 365. The number of days in a year most of our clients go Nordic walking. 12 picture cards, which equates to 12 million steps that we did in our First World War Challenge in November. Well done, everybody. And my deck of cards also reminds me of the favourite circuit on Monday night circuits. So you see, sir, my deck of cards reminds me of what a fantastic group of people we have at Mercian Nordic walking. And that story is true. I know, because I was there.